They say a man's worth can be measured by his height, by his strength, by whether he can reach the things other men reach without trying. I learned that lesson early, in the marketplace where I couldn't see over the crowd, at the podium where I couldn't touch the sacred scrolls. Every single day, the word reminded me, you don't belong. Half-man, they called me, dwarf, the one who'll never measure up. My own father, a Pharisee, a man of God, he couldn't even look me in the eye. The shame was too much for him. His son, the defective one, the one the other Pharisees whispered about.
You can't even reach the sacred scrolls, boy.
I tried to belong. I wanted to serve God like the other boys, but even at the sacred podium, I tried to endure it. I thought, maybe if I found the right person, someone who could see past all of this, past what I couldn't change, maybe then it wouldn't matter. Her name was Rebecca, and for a brief moment, I actually believed.
I will not give my daughter to a half-man!
But her father made it clear.
Leave before I lose what little patience I have left!
And Rebecca? She just looked at me with those tears in her eyes and whispered,
I'm sorry, they're right. How could we?
Rebecca, no.
I'm sorry, Zacchaeus.
That's enough.
Something died in me that night, but something else was born. They said I'd never measure up? Fine. Then I'd measure up in the only language that Rome and everyone else actually respects: gold. If my own people saw me as a traitor just for being different, then I'd show them what a real traitor looks like. I became a tax collector for Rome. The ultimate betrayal for a Jew.
The tax has been raised. 10 denarii for this stall.
That's more than double.
Pay, or the soldiers will take your goods.
One of our own.
Every coin I collected was revenge. Every transaction screamed, see, I do measure up. Look at my house. Look at my gold. Look at what I've become. Years passed. I became wealthy. The wealthiest man in Jericho, actually. Chief tax collector, feared, powerful, successful. I had everything I'd sworn to achieve. Everything except peace. Every morning I'd wake up surrounded by silk and luxury. My hand would reach for my bags of gold before my eyes even opened. And every morning the same thought: is this all there is? In the marketplace, people parted before me like I carried a plague. Mothers pulled their children away. Former friends turned their backs. I was the richest man in Jericho and the loneliest. I couldn't even enter the synagogue anymore. Every Sabbath I'd watch families go in, children laughing, people belonging, and I'd remember what it felt like before I became this. Night after night, alone on my rooftop, I'd ask myself the question I was afraid to answer.
Those coins!
More where this came from. Was it worth it?
Have you heard? He got his way through Jericho!
Then one day, everything changed. Whispers started spreading through the city.
Couldn't walk.
One touch.
And he stood!
Imagine him here, in our streets! Come on, we should get closer! We might win!
My servant, one of the few who still showed me any kindness, he told me,
Jesus eats with tax collectors, with sinners. He doesn't turn anyone away.
something stirred in me. Something I hadn't felt in 15 years. Hope. That dangerous, terrible thing.
Could he see me?
Could there really be someone who would see me? Not my gold, not my betrayals, not my
I have to see
height.
him.
Just me?
I have to know.
I had to know. The next day, I went to see him. but the streets were packed. Crowds everywhere. People who despised me. People who were taller. People who would never let me through. I couldn't see anything. Just backs. Just shoulders. Just the reminder that I would never. And then I saw it. The sycamore fig tree. Low branches. Perfect view of the road. I hadn't climbed a tree since I was a child. Since I used to climb just to be seen by my father. But I didn't care anymore about dignity, about what people would say.
Mind your robes,
I
rich
needed
man.
to see him. So I climbed.
He's tearing it to shreds!
The crowd laughed.
Keep laughing. I'm not
Look.
here for you.
Let them laugh. I'd heard worse. I settled on a branch and waited,
child in a tree.
my heart pounding.
Ignore
Everything I'd
Just
been running
keep
from
watching.
and
He's coming.
everything
He has
I'd
to
been
be.
searching for.
I won't miss this.
All of it coming down to this moment. And then he came, walking through the gates, surrounded by disciples and crowds, healing, blessing, seeing everyone. And that he stopped, right beneath my tree.
Why do we stop?
And he looked up. Our eyes met, and in his eyes, I saw something I hadn't seen in 15 years. Not judgment, not disgust, not mockery, just recognition. And then he spoke,
Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today.
his voice warm, joyful, like he'd been looking for me. The crowd gasped. He's going to eat with a sinner? But I barely heard them. He knew my name. He didn't say, I'll tolerate you. He didn't say, I'll fix you first. He said, I must stay at your house.
Come, my friend. Let's go to your home.
No one wanted to be seen with me, but Jesus, the holiest man in Israel, he was choosing me.
We walked together through the streets. I was talking, laughing through my tears. He listened with genuine interest. The crowd followed, scandalized. But I didn't care what they thought anymore. He entered my villa. All that gold, all that luxury. And he didn't judge. He just understood.
Wealth can fill a
And suddenly I saw it through his eyes. How empty it all was. How much it had cost me. We shared a meal, just him and me. And I just started talking. I told him everything. The mockery, the rejection, Rebecca, the choices I made, all of it. He just listened. And then, in the middle of my story, I stopped. I looked around my villa, at all the gold. Then I looked at his simple robe, then down at my own expensive clothes. And suddenly, I saw it, really saw it. What have I done? What have I become? I broke down, completely. I hurt them, my own people. I became exactly what they called me. I proved them right, his hand on my shoulder, not saying anything, just present, letting me feel it, all of it. And then something rose up in me, something fierce and holy. I stood up.
I know what I must do.
I walked to my door and flung it open. The crowd was still there, muttering, gossiping. And I declared, loud enough for everyone to hear.
Look, Lord! Here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor!
They gasped, stunned. Jewish law only required double. I was going beyond that. I wasn't asking for forgiveness. I was making it right. And then Jesus stepped forward, put his hand on my shoulder, and said to the crowd,
Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham.
a son of Abraham. Not a traitor, not an outcast. In one day, I lost half my wealth. In the weeks that followed, I lost the rest, paying back 4 times what I'd taken. My villa was sold. My fine robes traded for simple cloth. I went door to door, giving back what I'd stolen. Some slammed their doors. Some wept and forgave me. Some embraced me. I bowed to each one, regardless of their response. I returned to the synagogue. For the first time in 15 years, the rabbi looked at me. His stern face slowly softened.
Thank you.
Welcome home, son. Home. The world said I'd never measure up. And they were right. I couldn't. None of us can. Not by height, not by wealth, not by perfect performance. But Jesus measures differently. He measures by one thing only: the heart that responds to love. And by that measure, standing there next to him, walking as friends, equals in his love, I measured up perfectly. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost.